HIMT, Hindustan Institute of Maritime Training.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Today we'll do the Mediterranean moor. For any moor, moorings and all that, you need to plan before. And in this case, we need to calculate, because you're going to on the berth stern to the two anchors, that how far away you must drop the anchors, where track should be, and how you have to drop so that you come perpendicular to the place where you need to put your stern lines. So for moorings we calculate the scope of the anchors in the same way as if we calculate scope for a single anchor. So let's say that we are going to bring one ship to Mediterranean moorings, and ship's particulars length overall, meters. Your bridge to bow distance is 116 meters, and bridge to stern distance is 40 meters. And you have the right hand fixed pitch propeller. Why it is needed? Because to know that I should know whether I should plan my approach to keeping the berth on my port side or starboard side. The right hand fixed pitch propeller, when you go astern, the transfer thrust will take your stern to port, bow will carry to starboard. So that means for this ship, I should keep my berth while planning to drop my anchors on my port side. If I left-handed fixed pitch propeller, then probably I would have done from the starboard, keeping the berth on my starboard side. Now, we plan to use four shekels of chain on four shekels of anchor cable on for both the anchors. Now we need to lay, can't lay the like this was straight away and then crosswinds and all that. You may have a little bit angles on this, angles to the berth because of the wind effect. So we like to see that the anchors are laid in a way that the crosswinds etc. also will not affect us, and plus out of 4 shekels, 1 shekel on each cable will lay parallel to the berth and 3 shekels perpendicular to the berth. So we will like this. Finally, for example, you have berth here, I am going to come here, so I will lay the berth ship 1 shekel, 1 shekel and 3 shekels. Okay, we will plan this way. With 1 shekel we will lay in the parallel to the berth and 3 shekels perpendicular. Okay, and then we pass the lines here which will be 15 meters from the berth. So distance start from the berth will to 15 meters. First turn lines to go. Keep that clearance. And out of 3 shekels, I will 4 shekels I will lay, 1 shekel, 3 shekels perpendicular. Therefore, you can say distance of approach track from the berth is equal to now you are going to use 3 shekels perpendicular. 3 shekels is equal to 82.5 meters, or say let us round figure of 85 meters. Length overall 200 meters. Distance astern from the berth total is 300 meters from the berth. That means we need to approach the berth 300 meters parallel, on which we are going to drop our anchor. Now anchors can be dropped in the running mode or standing mode. The running mode will be dropping the anchor on the run and go further and drop the second anchor and then come back. So now let us plan it here. Say this is your berth and this is where you have to make the ship come perpendicular and pass the stern lines. Bollards are somewhere here. So there will be marking on the jetty. Or distances. So now we are planning our track meters. So since this is a right hand fixed speed propeller, we will approach keeping the berth parallel on our port side. So that when we go astern, I will able to use my transfer thrust as well as rudder force to turn. On our port side. Now we know our distance. This was 160 meter and this is 40 meter. Now let's say the distance from this position to where I come when I have to drop the first anchor. In this case, when I am running more, the offshore anchor will be dropped first. In this case, starboard anchor. The way to drop. So we had planned to lay 1 shekel on direction parallel to the berth and 3 shekels perpendicular to the berth. Which means I should drop my anchor when I am 160 meters bridge to bow distance. Yes, plus 1 shekel, which is 27.5. So let's say it is, so round figure of, you take it at 30 meters, so round figure of 190 meters. From this position, where my stern is to come. Right? Now marking here, for example, when I am approaching now, my speed approach should be minimum, where I can, in the beginning, keep my track, and then I will stop my engines to slow down. And when I am in position, that is 190 meters, my bridge front is 190 meters from this point. So I will be seeing the jetty marking here. Alright? I will drop my starboard anchor. So when I am this distance is 190 meters, I'll drop my starboard anchor. Now what is the danger here? What is the precaution I should do? I should not dredge my anchor. Which means that my cable which I pay out should be more than twice the depth, minimum. So I am going to lay 1 shekel here and 1 shekel here. That means minimum now I should drop is 2 shekels in water. 2 shekels should be in water. And I am now have slight headway. Running to the berth 300 meters and instructions to the mate that at no time the anchor must drag, therefore he will keep the bridge informed about how the cable will begin to move. Plus, in case the 2 shackles don't run out to the water, we must be informed and kept that less than 2 shackles are not acceptable to us. Alright, because it might dredge. We should be immediately put the windlass in gear and veer out 2 shackles in water. It does not matter, you still pile up a little bit because we are going to stretch it. I don't want this anchor to dredge. So now, having secured 2 shackles in water, in case you have to veer it out, in that case, take the windlass out of gear and put the brake on. The second danger is, I must not drop my second anchor on top of the first anchor or the cable so that they can get fouled. Because if you are not careful, you take few minutes here more to ensure that, then your sailing will be free of any problems. If you don't, if the anchors get fouled, it may take you 3-4 hours more to clear them. So now we have started moving parallel to the berth with anchor, starboard anchor down, 2 shackles in water. At some point, I've yet not bothered, it will pile up a little, but at some point it will begin to stir. And my next instruction to the mate is, please inform the bridge when the anchor cable is leading right astern and the cable is bar tight, which means quite sufficient length of cable he'll be able to see it, and it's slightly bar tight, which means I have ensured the anchor cable has now fully stretched and not piled up anywhere. At this point, if I now drop my anchor, no way you can drop the other anchor on top of the first anchor, correct? So this is a very, very important point that the mate reports and is briefed in the beginning about it, that he sees the report, the anchor, starboard anchor leading right astern and bar tight. This is the time you let go the port anchor. Again, ensuring at least 2 shackles in water. Doesn't matter, it still piles up a little. What I want, not to let this anchor dredge. And then now, as I am dropping the anchor, my headway was still there and is getting butter, and now I am going astern on my anchor. So you will drop anchor, you will start swinging little starboard. The stern is going to the port. So if the anchor is not going, the cable is not running, please make sure it is connected up and put in gear, and 2 shackles in water are veered out. Now I have dropped this anchor and I have moved to about 2 shackles. Now I drop the second anchor. So this anchor is laid up here. And I am now when astern, the ships that are having some can to starboard. So Now I can go out of starboard, touch hand, let's throw hand. Now what will happen? This is a back spring. The starboard cable is already tied. So with that, I will start swinging to starboard. Stopping, the ship is moving now ahead. So what will happen? Slowly this will come, and when the ship becomes perpendicular, so this cable would have also laid down like this, 2 seconds and 2 seconds, correct? Now, both the anchors are now on brake, and not in gear, only on brake. When you touch a stern, go astern. What will happen? So I come astern. Now this cable will start stretching like this. So when I come, fall astern. So now this 2 shackles has been now stretched like this, right? In this direction. So it came like this and stretched like it came like this and stretched like that. Now I am falling slowly astern. Now the instructions were as soon as both the cables start slowly now moving short step forward. So now they say you render the cable. Open the brakes and let them fly out, both together, as we call astern. So when you use the engine, maybe now see you develop there. Starboard Capt. So what I can do? With the help of anchor cable, I can control my stern. So now I am falling astern a little. I hold on to the port anchor and play out on starboard anchor as the weight comes. What will happen slowly? Will become again swing around like this. Before it takes this thing, it's coming in position. So now play out from both the cables together. So if it happens otherwise, I can, if it can't support, I can always hold on the starboard and play out on port, and when it comes astern, again the stern will get control. So with the help of my momentum astern and how I handle my anchor cable, I am able to control my stern. Right? So I fall and keep playing on my anchors. So when I am coming to say 50 meters, 40 meters, now my instruction to mate should be make both anchor cables up and down. Yeah? Because I don't want any tightening of anchor cable now, because if the anchor cable becomes tightened, there will be a springing action of the anchor cable. So the ship will go back right up there, because the springing action of the cable is very, very strong. So this will only happen when this becomes tightened and will be a springing action. The ship will start having headway and then again it will come back into the same. So it is very, very important that we do not have this any anchor cable tight at this moment. You are not worried astern distance because you still have an engine. When you come into position, you can always kick ahead and stop. You take the way off. Alright? So I'm not here trying to stop my ship by anchor cable. So those must be made sure they are up and down and not having any weight. Because that is very, it brings you back right across. You will not be able to control that. So, I am now coming here with both anchor cables up and down, and say 15 meters off the berth, I can kick ahead and stop. In the meantime, we can pass line by swinging line, one each quarter, and you make fast those ropes with them, equalizing them at 15 meters distance, and make fast. So you pass another line, make them equal. Now what you have to do, when you pass all the lines astern, you pass 3 each or 4 each, whatever you want to pass. Now make them fast, equal weight. Now the instructions to the mate is to please connect up both the anchors, port and starboard anchors, and heave one link at a time, because I don't want to heave fast and again have that springing action. Alright? So one link at a time on both the anchor cables, and hold for a little while as you heave, hold a little while, heave, and as the cables tend to become short, stay ahead. Slowly, take link one, hold on, take link. So idea is to get the anchor cables to short stay ahead without causing any springing action onto. Once both anchor now cables are adjusted, if starboard is like this, port wants to, you can hold on to the starboard, keep port, make both short stay. Now you are in position, so put back the brake on both the cables, and disconnect. And you can put your cable stopper, and now you are in Mediterranean. Move with the ship, perpendicular, no danger of falling astern onto this, and no danger of anything that you will go this, because we have taken adequate precautions, laying the one shackle in this direction and 3 shackles in this direction, and with both the lines now holding here. Equal weight. Now you can handle the cargo both sides. Any questions which you have any doubt or you have not understood? It requires homework prior to coming for the Mediterranean moorings. You have to create transits ahead for heading anything. We have told how much any transit you can create of your own, because ports are not going to provide you transits everywhere. So we know how to create transits with the background and all that. You can 300 meters up and you have laid the one shackle each parallel to the berth along the track, and 3 shekels perpendicular
That is
to the berth.
standing mode, then we have to follow the same mode. We have to go ahead.
So this was a running mode. In case of standing mode, you had come, drop the onshore anchor, first one, port anchor, then again pay out 2 in water.
How many meters?
Go again, you see, you have to go ahead, you have to put it 1 shekel ahead. So in this case, you'll be doing it
30 meters forward.
30 meters forward of this line. That means that your bridge from here,
130 meters.
from the center, 30 meters ahead. That means your bridge to board distance should be 30 meters here plus 160 there,
190.
190. So that means whatever the point is there, in this case, your bridge front will be almost here.
It will be 130.
Huh?
130 meters from the.
So here, your bridge to board is
160.
160.
Less than.
160 is your bridge to board distance. And now, bridge to board distance is here. From this point you are taken. Your bridge is somewhere here. So, you have to come forward till the time this distance is 160. That means your, when this distance is this distance will be, from here to here, this distance will be 130. 30 meters short of that. So your bow will be 30 meters ahead of that. Your bridge front will be 130 meters from this transit here. So we'll be dropping the anchor, and then again 2 shekels in water, come astern, drop, again 2 shekels, then you turn around, rest is, after you have dropped both, then the procedure is the same. Any other questions? Now we need to cast up. So single up off, connect up both the anchor cables, and then let go. And the order made, please heave both the anchors easy together. Till the time both anchors are 2 shekels in water. Don't do too much fast because otherwise you will overshoot on the side. Take it easy as it comes. So 2 shekels in on each anchor. Now depending on which side you have to depart, port side or starboard side. So say we have to go back in the same direction. So then say 2 shekels in water, hold on to starboard. Hold on to the starboard anchor, heave away the port anchor. So again it will come, that ship will come, this anchor will, cable will get stretched again up to that, and you pick up your port anchor, sight it near our water, do whatever cleaning, shinning, etc., washing, etc., keep doing that. And now keep it ready for letting go from house pipe. Because we are going to sail out. So we, entry leaving, we keep anchors at for letting go for emergency. And when you have to let go anchor from emergency, it is always from the top. But when watching this mooring, you would have lowered both the anchors up to water level. Alright? For mooring, when coming to moor. When going out, we'll be making them anchors ready from hose pipe. So once the anchor, port anchor is away, clear, set it, start heaving on the starboard. Keep anchor, you up anchor, keep it that also ready from hose pipe for letting go. Go back, on a starboard, next to the door. So remember, with the help of the anchor cables and little sternway, you can control the stern. As you're falling astern, and whichever way you had a can, by holding on to the opposite and paying on the same side of anchor cable, you will be able to swing back the ship. Same, and once it is coming back, you can tee out together. Alright? So with this we can control the stern, but you have to do this homework before we enter. Any question, any doubt, anything you have a confusion, any move which you have not understood? So we are checking the precautions. Very, very important. While the pass stern line, and then you are picking up one link at a time, so that avoid having springing action and breaking your ropes. So that is one precaution there you need to take. Other one is, while passing, anchor cables must be up and down. So when you are coming astern, final few approach, anchor cables both must be up and down. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Today we'll do the Mediterranean moor. For any moor, moorings and all that, you need to plan before. And in this case, we need to calculate, because you're going to onto a berth stern to the two anchors, that how far away you must drop the anchors, where track should be, and how you have to drop so that you come perpendicular to the place where you need to put your stern lines. So for moorings we calculate the scope of the anchors in the same way as if we calculate scope for a single anchor. So let's say that we are going to bring one ship to Mediterranean moorings, and the ship's particulars length overall